What's up, everybody? I'm Rob, and in this video I'm going to take you through my PRK journey. Now for me, I got it done through the military since I'm a part of the Air National Guard, currently on orders. So for members that are part of a guard or a reserve component, you do have to be on orders for some sort of a long period, and I'll make a follow-up video just to go over that process if I get some feedback and some questions regarding that. But you do have to show at least 6 months post-surgery as some time in the service, right? So that means that your ETS has to be within 6 months of your surgery date, or you may not be able to get the surgery done. Now, PRK is an eye refractive surgery that pretty much corrects your original prescription to something close to 20/20. Now, we're told that 20/20 is the goal, but it's not guaranteed. What is guaranteed is at least a 20/40, which is the legal driving limit. So to start with, my right eye was at negative 3.00, and my left eye was, I believe it was at negative 1.08. So again, I got this done through the military. It was free of cost for me, as well as to any military members that are looking to get the procedure finished. And the only thing I actually had to pay for was my hotel and transportation. So to get there, to get back, and I had to get a driver along with me. So those are some things to keep in mind. But in this video, I'm going to go over the pre-op, the actual surgery, and the post-surgery. So the whole recovery phase, I doc everything, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I did want to point out again that I got this covered through the military. I'm not DoD affiliated, nor is this video. It's just for informational purposes. So with that said, the cost to me, since the surgery was covered, was around $750. That's to include a hotel room from Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday was my surgery. The following week, for a 5-day checkup, I had to pay for a hotel room the Monday night going into Tuesday. So altogether, with gas and toll, hotels and everything, it was roughly around $750. Now, to compare that with the actual cost of PRK in the civilian sector, I haven't gotten a direct answer, since it ranges from $2,000 to $4,000 depending on your prescription and location and provider. Those things I haven't gotten an exact answer for, but it is significantly cheaper if you're looking to get it done and you're a part of the service. So with that said, I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please like, subscribe. If you'd like me to do any follow-up videos, or if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll get to them as soon as possible. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Local Recruiter. Thanks. What's up, everybody? Rob here. For those of you that don't know me, I am also known as Local Recruiter. I am the state officer recruiter for the New Jersey Air National Guard. It's a little bit about me. I recruit officers for the state, right? But for months now, I've had a procedure that's been in the pending stages, and that's a procedure called PRK. That's where I'm going to go out and get my eyes done. I finally got the full approval to get it done, and I've been super nervous, right? But right now, we are on the road, just about an hour and a half away from DC. The actual procedure is going to take place in Andrews Air Force Base in DC, and this is an option that's available to service members where you're on active orders if you're a part of the reserve component, or active duty members. You just have to go on a list, make sure you qualify from your home station first, and then you pretty much get an approval to come out to a facility to get it done. So super excited. I'm gonna keep you guys in the loop as best as I can, but I'm a little nervous. Don't know what to expect, and I'm sure a lot of you may have a lot of the questions that I did. So I'll take you step by step through my process. It was officially day one in the process. Last night we arrived, and we ended up staying at Staybridge Suites, about 15 minutes away from Joint Base Andrews. So a little far out, but we're staying closer to like restaurants, a nicer area, and things of that sort. But yeah, today was first day in the process, and I went in this morning, I think it was roughly about 2 hours, two and a half hours maybe, of screenings, scans, just overall look at my eyes. A lot of scans went on today. So I guess these are the steps in the process, or the steps in the determining factor if I can proceed with the procedure, right? So at this point, there is a 50-50 chance that I may get the final approval from the surgeon, or I may not. So yeah, it's a lot of scans. I am a little bit nervous, a little anxious, just because of the outcome, right? And that is something that I don't know of. So sometime today I'll get a call from the doctor saying that it's going to be either yes or no. And again, I guess the surgeon is going to look at the shape of my eye, or the thickness of my cornea, or something like that. But again, I'm not a medical professional, so I really don't know the exact terms. I'm just going based off of what's told to me. But yeah, super anxious. Don't have a definite yes or no yet. So it is quite possible I came all the way out here just to get an exam, right? But we'll find out more soon. What's going on, guys? I did get the final approval yesterday. I was a bit anxious, a bit nervous, and a little bit annoyed, I would say, right? But I got the final approval yesterday around 4 o'clock. So it took almost all day, but I did get the final approval. The surgeon said it's good to go. I'm good to go, good to get the surgery done. So today's Tuesday, day 2 in the process. I have to go to Andrews around 1 o'clock today to go through a consent brief while I go sign a bunch of forms, things like that. But I wanted to talk about yesterday a little bit more. So there was some scans I had to get done, looking directly into this blue light. You gotta focus on a circle, and that was probably the hardest scan in that entire process, just because of the light, right? Because it's a bright blue light that you're just staring straight into, and you can't blink or anything like that. So I had to go through that. It probably took like 5 or 6 takes for my right eye, because I think it's a little bit more sensitive. But yesterday was one of the first times, I feel like it was probably one of the first times I got dilated, my pupils dilated, and it was just super uncomfortable. That's why I think it was my first time. Like, I don't ever recall getting that done, because I was just so sensitive to light, quickly, like agitated, like it was just annoying, right? The entire process afterwards. So dilation, that kicked in around 15 minutes or so after they put the drops in. It just started to be blurry, right? And then it took about maybe 4 hours or so, and then I was able to see clearly again without any sensitivity. But if I was like looking directly into sunlight or something like that, it was rough. So today again, I have a 1 o'clock to get the consent brief, sign some forms and things like that. And then tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow will be the actual surgery. So the time and the instructions and stuff like that I'm going to get later on today, and I'll keep you all in the loop. All right. Okay, so we are on day 2 of the process. I just finished my consent brief. It was roughly about 2 hours or so. I was in a group setting, since there's quite a few of us that's on the list for the procedure tomorrow. People were there with a combination of LASIK applicants, smile cap applicants, and PRK applicants. So if you didn't know, you can qualify for one of the 3 if you do qualify for any once you get to Andrews here, and they take a final look at your eyes, right? So after the consent brief, we got a bag of goodies, right? All the prescription stuff that we're supposed to be taking. It looks like here, I'm not gonna try to pronounce this, but I believe this is the Benadryl, the generic Benadryl brand. It says take 1 capsule every 6 hours for 3 days as needed for sleep. So that's number 1 there. Vitamin C. I think it's a 6-month supply. So we're supposed to take vitamin C to help the recovery process twice a day for 6 months. What else is it? This is, I'm gonna try tetracaine. All right, so this is what they labeled as absolute emergency cases, right? So I guess this would hinder the healing process if you used it before you heal, but it's for emergency. So like for PRK, you get a temporary contact lens that's in. They put that as one of the extremities. Like if that contact lens falls out, this would be utilized to keep the eye safe. But they did emphasize that it's for extreme cases, right? So if you absolutely need it, then take it. So I have 800 milligrams of ibuprofen. It says take 1 by mouth 3 times a day for 20 days as needed for eye pain. All right. What else I got here? Looks like some eye drops, fluoromethyline, 1 drop in both eyes 4 times a day for 60 days. All right. What else is in here? This is moxifloxacin, 1 drop 4 times a day. So I think this is only for like the first couple of days, the first week maybe. I remember seeing that in the brief. Fluoromethyline. So this is 1 drop both eyes 4 times a day for 60 days. Tamper as directed. So I have a follow-up appointment on Tuesday, like a full week after the surgery, and that's where we're gonna go over the temper the tamper instructions, right? So first it starts off as 4 drops. What is it? 1 drop 4 times a day. I think they said after the first few weeks, you could drop down to like twice a day and then eventually once a day to kind of wean off of the prescription, right? What's next? Whoa. All right, so this is carbomethylulose. I can't pronounce that. So it says 1 drop both eyes every 30 minutes for dry eyes. So yeah, I guess this is the real dryness. I'm gonna get all the big things out of here. Looks like another fluoromethyline. Give me 2 of these, so I'll put it together. This is Refresh. This is just 1 drop in eyes every day before bedtime. Some lubricant eye drops. Again, it's going to be the carbomethyl something lubricant. This is going to be used 1 drop, both eyes for 30 minutes. So I guess this is going to be the most used out of everything in here because we're using it more frequently. And yeah, so I got 3 boxes of this prescription. Let me open it up. So we were told that this is single use, but let me try to open it up. A surgeon actually advised that even though they're single use, there's roughly about 9 drops in each one of these individual things, right? So I'm gonna try it at first to try to recap it after I get a single drop in, because apparently our eyes can only hold 1 drop at a time, and if you use more than 1 drop, say you use 3 or 4 or something like that, it just tears down. It's like a waste of product. So I'm gonna try to save these and use them just because this seems to be the one that's more long-term for the recovery process. So tomorrow's surgery day, guys. Let's see how it goes. Let's hope everything goes well. Picked out my my new shades, went to the store, got something nice. They're gonna provide one for me, but I mean, just for my comfort level and what I like, I'm gonna get something more long-term or more for daily purposes. Because after the surgery, I want to get something I can wear every day, in and out of uniform, things like that. So another thing to take away is the driving. So at first I'm like, hey, I'm gonna come out here. My wife is out here with me. Come out here for 3 days, get a ride on our 3rd day after the surgery, head back home, come back for my follow-up by myself next Monday, spend a night at a hotel, then come in Tuesday for my follow-up. Now, I'm told that because of the procedure I'm getting, it's PRK, my vision could be a little blurred. So with that said, I may need a driver to come with me. I more than likely will. I did ask like 4 or 5 times, and they're like, yeah, you're gonna need a driver to come out here because your eyes are still in the healing process. So let's see how it goes tomorrow. I'll keep you in the loop. Right, today's the day. It's day 3 in the process. I am actually on my way to Andrews to go to the medical center. Today's surgery day. Got a report at 10 o'clock. We're advised that there's a 2-3 hour wait time. I guess we're gonna get some briefings again. And there's 3 of us that's getting PRK. We're allotted the same time frame. So I'm assuming they're gonna stagger us in. We're told that it's a 12-minute process. The surgery itself is about 12 minutes long. So let's see, I'll keep y'all posted. Just about ready to go, guys. I got my hairnet on. I got some numbing drops in my eyes. Got the gouges there. What is it? Feet scrubs. I'm ready to go. I was the last one in the room. So they finally called me. I was kind of anxious. I think it took about almost 3 hours or so, just because of the amount of people that were here and getting different procedures finished. So I am next. It's official. It's about to go down. I'll keep y'all posted. All right, I'm fresh out of surgery. Right now it's a little after 1:30. We're outside the facility. Surgery's done. We're good to go. Surgery actually started at 1:12 is what the doctor was saying when they do their briefing or whatever it is that they do before they start the procedure. You know, they brief us like, hey, verify your name, your date of birth and all that good stuff. And they're like, yeah, the time is now 1:12, so that's the time of my surgery. Now it's 1:32. So if you factor in 10 minutes to get out the facility,
It took roughly about 12 minutes, to be honest with you. And yeah, I mean, I walked out, you know, fine. I could see it's a little blurry, but I could see, right? It is a procedure that's I want to say a little weird, because it's like a toothbrush almost. They give your eyes a bunch of numbing drops, and they use a device that's similar to like a toothbrush. Just scrub your eye first, scrape off any excess that's there, and then they do laser correction. So that, I think I was under laser for about 20 seconds, I think was the countdown, on each eye. So they started with my right eye first. Again, they're scrubbing. I mean, I'm not sure if you're supposed to feel anything, but I feel like I felt the scrubbing. Maybe it's just my mind playing games with me, but I didn't feel any pain. And then the restrictions. So it's time to go home. We have roughly about a 2.5, 3 hour ride back to Jersey from Andrews. So, you know, let's see if I'll stay up, or I mean, let's see what happens. Honestly, I'm like a little bit nervous. It feels like I just woke up from a dream, but it's cool. I'll keep you along the recovery process.
Okay, we are back home. It took about 3 hours to get here. It is now almost 8 o'clock, so I would say almost 7 hours after the surgery. Some key points here. Roughly about 2 hours after surgery, I started to feel some type of like uncomfortable, irritated kind of feelings in both my eyes. So I'm guessing that's the numbing agent that they use. I guess it was just wearing off at that point. But I popped in some drops, and then I took an ibuprofen just to prep for any pain, and I was good to go. It feels like, for those that wear contacts, it feels like if you had a contacts in all day long and they're just dry. That's kind of like what it feels like. If you don't wear contacts, it's like if you had dust or sand in your eyes and you just feel it's in there and just scratching your eyes. It kind of feels like that. It's not pain necessarily right now, but I will say it is a little uncomfortable. So on that half an hour, I've been taking this right here. These are some refresh drops, lubricant drops. Take them every half an hour, every 30 minutes. Like I've been timing it, like taking it, say 7 o'clock, 7:30, just one drop, both eyes. And then I did mention it before, but if you uncap this and then recapped it, you could use it for multiple uses. So it's been quite successful with that. And I'm happy I'm not wasting product. But I wanted to talk about some more of the follow-up routines here. So this first night, I didn't sleep at all. If you ever travel to Maryland to get to the DC, Andrew areas, I mean, it's not fun, right? There's a lot of stop and go. I'm in the passenger seat. I was anxious. I couldn't fall asleep on the way back home. So I haven't slept from the time of my surgery to now. This is going to be the first time I'm actually home. I'm probably going to take a Benadryl shortly and just go to bed, right? But to prep for that, I am going to show you the fluoromethyline. So that is what I'm supposed to take 4 times a day. They're saying breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I guess before you go to bed, right? So this right here, you take 4 times a day, and after my 5-day visit, we're gonna get a schedule to tamper off the meds. All right. Next would be the moxifloxacin. I'm sorry again if I mispronounce the words, but I'm gonna try, right? This right here, I'm supposed to take 4 times a day, kind of the same schedule for a week. So they're saying that if you're taking 1 drop, you're supposed to take them around the same time, but you will allow 3 to 5 minutes between the drops. These are some follow-up instructions we got here. And then this right here is after you drop those in at night, this is a gel. So you put this in before you go to bed. Simple as that, right? I would like to point out that these are the glasses that we were given today after the procedure. They are pretty good on the coverage, right? But I put them on, they're kind of small for my face. I don't really like them. But what I would like to point out is that I have no issues wearing this with the sun, with if I have to check my phone or anything like that. There's no issues. What I would say is that I did purchase sunglasses on my own. These are some Nike glasses. They are supposedly polarized and have the UV protection, all that stuff. The thing is, if I wear these and then I try to look at my phone, there's like blue lines and it's kind of blurry and kind of like harder to read. And I don't have that issue with these glasses. So again, you're not supposed to be on your phone, screen time, anything like that. They said to limit that.
But in the event that you have to check your phone, make a call, text, whatever it is, these are definitely a better bet, right? What else? We were given some Spider-Man looking glasses. That's for like nighttime if you have pets or kids touching your face, things like that. That's supposed to help help the healing process. What else? I think that's really it. That's the biggest update I wanted to give you, was the pain tolerance, the aftercare, and just prepping for what's next. All right, so I will circle back every day, probably at the end of the day, just to go over my eyes went through. Right, I would say that right after, I don't want to say disappointed, but like I thought I'd be able to see like clear, like 20/20 right off the bat. It is blurry. All right, it is blurry. It is a little harder to make things out, but we were told that, you know, it's going to come over time with the healing process. So let's see. Every day I'm gonna make a review, go over my day, and give any pointers if I could. I'm not a medical professional, but I can encourage and provide advice, see what works for me. And again, what works for me may not work for you. So I'm going to share my experience and do it to the best of my ability. So yeah. What's up, everybody? Today was day 4 in the process for me. Day 1 in recovery. Just want to talk about last night. It was a good night's sleep. I took an ibuprofen before bed. I took the Benadryl that was prescribed to me. Took that before bed. Had a good night rest. This morning, though, when I woke up, it felt as if my eyelids were like glued shut. It's probably all the products we've been using, all the eye drops, just to build up. And then at night, we're taking the gel drops. So I'm guessing that kind of played a part in the stickiness. But throughout the day, it was quite sticky until it became hard. Like my eyelashes became very hard. And then I noticed like a buildup there. And honestly, that caused a lot of irritation. So I used a damp paper towel, and just now, like I just wiped it down, and like, wow, is a game changer. So that's a huge piece of advice I wish I got beforehand. Again, my eyelashes, I'm told that they're a little longer. So I don't know if that plays a part too, but the buildup was serious around the bottom, but mainly the top is where I had to close my eye and kind of wipe down with a damp paper towel. And it was pretty good after that. Now, when you plug it in the drops, like honestly, today, it kind of burnt because I would look directly up, look at the drop, and let it go into my eye. And honestly, it kind of burned. So what I learned is like, hey, if you pull down, look up, and then you kind of look further away from the drop, and then you drop it away from the pupil, it's significantly better. It feels a little bit more relieving. Tonight, I'm actually going to put some of these into the refrigerator, because we're using this every half an hour. So again, I'm using it on the hour and half an hour, just so that way I can keep up and make sure I take it on time. But I'm going to throw a few of these in the refrigerator to see if it helps in any bit. I'm sure it will, just because it's a cooling thing, but I was trying to really wean off of using it overall at some point, right? But every 30 minutes, it's definitely been something that could cause that buildup that was in my eye, or on my eyelashes rather. But yeah, day 1 of recovery, it wasn't that bad. I just took an ibuprofen again, just because I noticed some swelling on my eyes. I don't know if you're able to pick it up on the camera, but it's a little swollen. I took one around 12, and then I was like, oh, you know what, I'm going to push it a little further out past the 6-hour mark, so that way, you know, I can have no issues throughout the night. So yeah, I just took one, and then I mean, it's what, almost 8 o'clock here. Today is Thursday, and yeah, surgery was yesterday, so I do have to drive back out to Maryland on Tuesday. I'm hoping it's a few days just to recover, but today wasn't as bad as I thought. It's just without the actual pain medication, it could get a little bit irritated, right? So just keep that in mind. And then something else again is that damp paper towel. I guess you can use a baby wipe, but I don't know if there's any type of chemicals or anything like that. I just damped a paper towel and used that just to wipe down any excess buildup that was there, because again, it did get sticky, but then over time it got really hard. And we're not supposed to like shower you know, directly onto your face. So I'll take some water, just wash my face, and try to avoid like rubbing the eyes or anything like that. So I guess that was a good alternative. But I'll keep y'all posted on tonight, and check in tomorrow. I'll probably go throughout the whole day and just give a summary of the day. But yeah, see you tomorrow. What's going on, everyone? It's day 5 in the process, day 2 in recovery. I would say today
Today was a bit of a rough day, I'm not gonna lie. In the morning, it started off, just very difficult to open my eyes. But just because the irritation, I mean, the stickiness was there. But again, that damp paper cloth, paper towel rather, and just rubbing out the eyelashes, that really helps. But it was just very hard to open up because of how irritated my eyes were. They were a bit swollen this morning. They're probably still swollen now, but I mean, overall, it was a rough morning, right? A start to the morning. After I got my drops in, I took my pain meds, and I was just doing my thing. It kind of went away. You still feel it a little irritated. Sometimes feels like sandpaper on your eyes, kind of. Just to kind of put an example out there. If not sandpaper, like say, like dust mites just in your eye. Today was definitely a little bit worse though. It is blurry. Today was a blurry day, right? I'm still seeing blurry right now. So hopefully tomorrow's a better day. But what I would like to point out is the two medications that I take 4 times a day, the F1 and the M1, right? I would like to say that you can kind of taste those meds when you're taking them, right? I know they go through your eyes, but it's amazing how the body is connected, and you can actually taste the medication. So that is kind of weird if you're not used to that. It's definitely something to be aware of. But other than blurriness, irritation, not a terrible day, right? Again, I've been prepping for the worst every day, and just rocking out, doing what I can. But pain meds are key, that for sure. It takes down the swelling in the eye, at least the best that it could, right? And then, it drops every 30 minutes. I know in the boxes, taking them, the box has the instructions saying, take them once every hour, but there is a contact lens in my eyes right now, and that's to protect the eye itself. So I'm assuming that we're doing it so frequently, so that way your eye is moisturized as well as the lens, keeping them nice and fresh. So it is a little annoying to put them in. Again, if you pull back, look up, look away from the drop, that seems to be working for me, and just hold the drop a little closer to the eye. That's definitely been beneficial. Otherwise, if you're just spraying them in your eye, it kind of stings. So that's, again, day 5 for me. Day 2 in recovery. I'll tune back tomorrow to go over some more. See ya. What's up, everybody? Today's day 6 in the process, day 3 in recovery. Today I had a better day, right? Just overall, woke up a little better. I actually slept in a lot longer than I anticipated. So went to bed around 10, woke up at like 9:30 this morning. So that's sleeping in for me. And I woke up, eyelids were a little sticky, but good overall, right? No pain, no irritation throughout the day. There's no pain, honestly. A little irritation here and there, especially like if I'm doing something, if I'm focusing on something like intensive, right? If I'm actually looking at something, I guess you don't realize that you don't blink enough, and blinking is what causes the eye to get watery or create natural tears. So that may have caused my eyes to be a little bit dry today, but overall it was a good day. It's still blurry. I would say that it is still blurry. I'm still able to make things out though. So it could just be the medication in my eyes, or my eyes just getting adjusted. Still in the healing process. So I'm hoping tomorrow's an even better day. But again, today was pretty good. No major issues, no pain, no irritation, anything like that. So again, I'm following the drops every half an hour with the refresh drops, and 4 times a day with the other 2 medications. So I mean, with feeling better, I'm guilty of it, but I'm trying my best to maintain taking the medications, right? I know sometimes you feel a little better, you stop taking things, but I did want to point out I am taking vitamin C twice a day, and I am taking my pain meds about 3 times a day, just to help with the healing process. Vitamin C, I think the instructions said we had to take it 2 times a day for 6 months. So I'm planning on doing that, but again, I am guilty of falling off of scheduled things like that. So follow along with me. I'll update you again tomorrow. What's up, everybody? Today's day 7 in the process, day 4 in recovery, and I wanted to tune in for an update. Today was absolutely no pain whatsoever. Probably the greatest since I got the surgery, right? I would say definitely day 2 and day 3 were the most that I had some irritation. I was restricted with the sun. I forgot to mention that before, but I had some severe irritation from the sun itself, right? So if I came downstairs and there was sunlight in the room or something like that, it would just like affect me right away. And our home is actually facing the sun, so if I open up the door, it's like almost like a vampire. Like you're like, whoa, whoa, get me away from the sun. So, and that's even with the shades on. So that's something to keep in mind. Today I had no issues. I actually tried to drive today, and I was pretty good, right? As long as my eyes were lubricated with these drops. These are the lubrication drops we put in every 30 minutes. I was pretty good, to be honest with you. Now, I would like to point out, I mentioned before that you could reuse this. I've noticed that I'm getting 2 to 3 uses per container, right? Or per file. So, I mean, it's going to range. I guess it depends on what position you have it in. If you have it like pointed downwards, maybe some could spill out. But 2 to 3 meaning 2 drops in this eye, 2 drops in this eye, or 3 in each. So 4 to 6 drops overall. But I mean, if you're good with saving the product and you know some way around it, then kudos to you. So I actually went today without using any pain medication as well. So that's a big plus. No issues overall. Again, pretty good day. I'll tune back tomorrow for some more updates and see if anything changes. But so far, so good. I will check in tomorrow. See you. What's up? So it's day 8 in the process, day 5 in recovery. I just wanted to check in. I'm actually in Largo right now, Largo, Maryland, about 15 minutes away from Andrews. I checked in a few hours ago, drove down here since my appointment is tomorrow morning at 7:15. I did want to get down here early instead of leaving super early in the morning tomorrow. I did want to point out that I had a 3-hour ride, so I had to make stops more frequently, every 30 minutes, every 45. I kind of push it sometimes just to lubricate my eyes, because you can kind of feel it while you're on the road or while you're doing various activities, that your eyes start to get a little blurry. You're starting to see, you're starting to see a little blurriness, right? So as soon as you put in the drops, it's like brand new again. So I did want to point out that I am able to drive. I had my shades on the whole time. I was cool. Today is actually Columbus Day, so it was supposed to be my 5-day op today. But since it's a holiday, they pushed it for tomorrow. So technically today I would have had these contact lenses taken out, but that's pushed to tomorrow. So I'll check in again tomorrow and I'll keep y'all posted. But there was no pain, no irritation, nothing like that. I think those days are gone, to be honest with you. It's just a matter of lubricating my eyes. And I think a big part of it is having these contact lenses in. So once they're out tomorrow, I'll follow back again once the post-op is finished, and I'll let you know what that entails of. All right, so see you tomorrow. What's up, everybody? It's day 9 in the process, day 6 in recovery. Today was actually my follow-up. So as I mentioned, yesterday was Columbus Day, so the facilities were closed. That pushed my 5-day post-op to today, right? So technically it's a 6-day post-op, but this was the time I got the contact lens taken out of my eye. And just an overall vision test. They took a look at my eye, see how I was doing. From what I gather, I mean, pretty well, right? Like I was following all the instructions like religiously. So I think that was a huge plus in the recovery process. They looked at my cornea. They said everything is healing well. They did advise that today would be my last day using the moxifloxacin. That's the M medication I've been taking 4 times a day. Today's the last day. The fluoromethyline. They advised that for the additional 2 weeks, I'll be taking that 4 times a day. And then after that, for 2 weeks, I'll take it 3 times a day. 2 weeks, take it 2 times a day. And then 2 weeks, 1 time a day. So they also advised that the artificial tears for the first month, I'll take them every 30 minutes. And then after that, I'll take them at least 4 times a day for the first 6 months after surgery. So I want the most out of this surgery, out of this entire process. So I'm gonna follow this along the best I can. They also advised that vitamin C twice a day, 6 months. We got a 6-month supply. Why not? Now I got this procedure done on the military side. It was at Joint Base Andrews, and getting it done through the military, they advised a 1-month follow-up, a 3-month follow-up, and a 6-month follow-up. After that, it goes on a yearly basis from when your surgery takes place. So it was a good experience overall. I'll be honest with you. If you could get past day 2 and day 3, it's an amazing experience. Like today, with the lens in, my vision was at 20/25. They put some numbing drops in, artificial tears, took the lenses out, and I was at 20/20. So still a little blurry, but I mean, I'm told that things are going to come over time. The doctor estimated, roughly about 2 to 3 weeks for all the blurriness to go away and to be, a full 20/20 all the way around. So, I mean, it was a great experience, to be honest with you. Thank you to Dr. Montgomery, the entire medical staff at Joint Boy St. Andrews. Like, it was just a great experience overall. Shoot, if you'd like me to follow up and continue on this journey, please like, subscribe, comment. You can reach out to me on social media at Local Recruiter on Instagram, or shoot me an email, whatever the case is. If you're interested in more information about the Guard and what we have to offer, again, I'm an officer recruiter, so I handle all these sessions for the 108th Wing and the 177 Fighter Wing in New Jersey. So happy to help, even if you're looking at enlisted route and you just want some more information. I've been in almost 12 years, so a wealth of information, all in the Guard. So I'm always happy to help. Yeah, it's been real, y'all. Take care.